Happy Valentine's Day, and thank you for sticking with us and sharing our content as we expand awareness about Black disabled people who are making an imprint on American society. Today, we will illuminate the accomplishments of Black and blind history makers, including former New York Governor David Paterson and Stevie Wonder. But we are taking it beyond what they have achieved, but the racism they encountered throughout their careers and the ableism the Black community has subjected them to. Stevie Wonder was a child prodigy, having been signed to Motown Records at the tender age of 11. He mastered playing multiple instruments at a very young age. He can play the piano, synthesizer, harmonica, congas, drums, bongos, the organ, the melodica, and the clavinet. His voice is also dipped in gold, as is his pen. As a songwriter, he has written classic R&B records like Tell Me Something Good by Chaka Khan and Rufus, Michael Jackson's I Can't Help It, and Perfect Angel by Minnie Riperton. Stevie Wonder is a history maker. Through his many accolades and awards, and as a musician winning 23 Grammys and an Academy Award, and being the youngest honoree at the Kennedy Center Honors. Stevie Wonder used his platform as an artist to condemn apartheid and successfully lobby for Dr. King's birthday to be named a federal holiday. Stevie Wonder endured racism in other parts of his music career. He was arrested in Washington, D.C. for protesting apartheid, and his song Ebony and Ivory was banned in South Africa after he thanked Nelson Mandela in his 1985 Oscar acceptance speech. Now, there is this big myth that most people are born disabled, and that's not true. I believe if more people knew Stevie Wonder wasn't born blind, and that they too can lose their vision at any time in their lives, these blind jokes at his expense would stop. Disability is not a punchline. Stevie Wonder lost his vision as a child due to a condition called retinopathy of prematurity. He was exposed to too much oxygen in his incubator as a baby. For quite some time, Stevie Wonder's mother, Lula Mae Hardaway, refused to accept that she had a blind son. Ironically, she was in denial just like many of you, who claim he isn't really blind. It's a symptom of ableism. As a person who acquired my disability as a child, like Stevie Wonder did, I know what it feels like to be accused of faking being disabled. It has a real social consequence for people with disabilities. Many of them who have lifelong disabilities get kicked off of benefits and are further entrapped in poverty when their disabilities aren't believed, or they're even kicked out of school for accusations of faking their illnesses. Stevie Wonder's mother took her son to faith healers and multiple physicians to heal and cure him of his blindness, only for him to become a disabled music legend. Stevie Wonder once said, "It bothered me that my mother was crying all the time. She thought God might be punishing her for something. So I just told her I was happy to be blind, and I think she felt better after that." In retrospect, disability doesn't need to be cured since it's not always a hindrance. And this Black Disabled History campaign should show you why. What's unique about Stevie Wonder is he is one of a few disabled public figures whose disability has been used as comedy and public fodder, and as an analogy in a gazillion hip-hop lyrics. Just think, if you were a parent to a disabled child and they lost their vision early in life, how would you feel seeing posts implying he lied about being blind, and you're making jokes about it? Rarely do you see well-accomplished white people with disabilities mocked or accused of lying about it by everyone from comedians to professional athletes, Shaq, and the public, to be frank. It goes back to the racism in believing Black people aren't capable of being extraordinary. If you're Black and disabled, you're supposed to be a drain on society, not able to contribute great works of art to the world like Stevie Wonder has. Therefore, what you achieve must have been attained dishonestly. And this shows that many of the rumors about his blindness are rooted in racism and ableism. Stevie Wonder isn't the first black and blind person to stir up political controversy or have his disability made a joke of.